there is a lot of things are we are to discuss in the entire, the globally. The rise of Islamophobia affected Muslim Americans' participation in USA politics?
Yes, absolutely. So the Islamophobia has been there in USA, and it depends on the way or the people we connect with. And as you all know, that elections are coming up, and that's what we are working on here, to make sure that we elect those who we are able to make sure that the Muslims over here are secure. Me, myself, as a hijabi, that is an issue, and we do have experienced our own selves previously when we have a certain kind of administration. It is not very feasible for us to go out by ourselves, and we had questions from Americans who doesn't know exactly, if you're wearing a hijab, it doesn't mean that I'm a terrorist. And it does affect what administration we have, and it does affect what role we play as Muslims in America.
Belong to a Democrat, you are pro women rights, and also presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Also, she's believe in women's rights. There are the political parties, in the USA. How approach women's rights and gender equality? What would you say?
Yes, Kamala Harris does support women's rights. In the gender equality, me, myself, have been working on that. We have a bill that Biden has to still pass, which I worked in as an activist. So basically, in America, we do have Bill of Rights, and we need to amend one. We almost did one, and Kamala Harris supports that. And Democratic Party is non-conservative. So basically, when we are talking about women's rights and gender equality, Democratic Party falls on a better side for us. To make sure that that is feasible for us and it worked for us, and we're still working on it, and when that bill passes, that's going to be a huge change, first time in the history of the United States, and that would impact the world as well.
Shabina, do you believe a Christian nationalism and a secularism clash in a modern American politics?
It does. That's a very good question, because most of the politics are influenced by it, and that's why we are getting candidates from one of the parties, one of the administrations, which is mostly white nationalists. And those people are a threat to any human or any other race in America. And we have seen that time to time that the racism over here is impacted by that majority that is in America. And that's why we as a minority are working towards to make this America for all, not just for certain kind of color or race.
Interfaith dialogues and interfaith harmony, religious freedoms to contribute to reduce a political divide in America?
I have been part of many non-interfaiths, and usually we connect with the people of the book, which is Jewish or Christians, and people who think alike. So when we meet in those setup, when we have discussion, there is a lot of barrier that's taken out, and there are a lot of things that we find on each other, learning not just the book or what we believe, but the kind of food we eat and the way we live. There's a lot of similarities.
Shabina, America is a multi-faith society. Religious diversity impact Americans' political discourse and a political decision or decision making?
The religious discourse is an influence because it's a way of living, and it is a multicultural country where we just don't have people of book. We have people all around the world and different religion, and I myself absolutely enjoy going to their events and their celebrations and learn different cultures. One of the major religious population in USA.